Do you think we want war? Do you really believe a people would want their own country to be attacked? Who wants to see the land of their childhood destroyed? Who wants to see the streets they grew up on turned into rubble? We are Iranians, one of the oldest civilizations on earth. The land of Cyrus the Great, the land of poets, scholars, artists, and dreamers. Before 1979, Iran was not a perfect country, but it was a country moving forward. Women were doctors, professors, leaders. Universities were growing. Students traveled the world. Our cities were alive with culture, music, learning, and hope. Iran was connected to the world. We were not enemies of America. We were not enemies of Israel. We were friends. Then everything changed. A revolution came, and a regime took control of our country. Instead of freedom, we were given fear. Women were forced to cover themselves. Voices were silenced. Writers disappeared. Protesters were imprisoned. While the rest of the world moved forward, Iran was pushed backward. For 47 years, an entire nation has lived under repression. It feels as if a country of 80 million people has been kidnapped by its own government. And yet, the Iranian people never stopped trying to change things peacefully. Again and again, they returned to the streets. In 1999, students demanded freedom. They were crushed. In 2009, millions marched and asked one simple question: where is my vote? Their voices were silenced again. And still, the people did not stop. In the years that followed, protests spread across the country. Iranians rose against corruption, poverty, and injustice. By 2019, an entire generation felt it could no longer breathe. No freedom, no future, and still they stood up. Then in 2022, the death of Mahsa Amini ignited a movement that shook the world. Women, life, freedom. Women, students, workers, an entire generation standing together, not for war, for life, for dignity, for the simple right to live like human beings. And still, the repression continued, even at the beginning of 2026, when Iranians once again filled the streets hoping for change. The regime answered with brutal force. Security forces opened fire on their own people. Thousands were arrested. Many were executed. And tens of thousands of lives were lost. Families shattered. A nation traumatized again. So, when people outside Iran ask, why are Iranians desperate? Why are they crying out to the world? You must understand something, my friend. This did not happen overnight. For decades, the Iranian people tried every peaceful path they could, but every door was closed. But every door was closed, and every voice was suppressed. And one thing must be clear. The Iranian people were never the enemies of America. They were never the enemies of Israel. The hostility belongs to the regime, not the people. Millions of Iranians feel friendship toward those nations because they represent something many Iranians have been denied for decades: freedom. And today, despite everything, many Iranians still carry hope. Hope that one day this darkness will end. Hope that when it does, Iran will rise again. and the Americans, Israelis, and Iranians will stand together, not as enemies but as partners, rebuilding a nation that has suffered for far too long. Because the truth is simple, Iranians never wanted war. They only ever wanted one thing: freedom. So I ask you, my friend, one more time, do you really think we wanted war? Or have we simply been fighting for the right to live free?